Useless.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are, the scale of this project is enormous.
You're back. Everything all right? And...
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of...
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh. Pleased to meet you. A friend of a...
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Still, I do trust the traveler's
The sandstorms have calmed down.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used...
Wow.
So... This...
Yeah?
I assume you aren't naive enough to... Well deduced.
Are you wondering about his true identity?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anyway.
So, did you find the solution you were looking for?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru... However, this...
Yeah, but the people of the rainforest are always...
Wait! Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King...
Well remembered. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. That being said, what Aru actually does and why, until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now...
Paimon totally gets that. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King...
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here.
Not cry.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both.
Really?
Yes, really. One of them said she's made Nod cry her home. If she's the person...
Looks like betting on Aru.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole!
Why, hello! It's a good thing we left early.
Locked out?
Oh, you haven't heard? No one can leave and no one can enter.
Are the Fatui...
Actually, no. This has nothing to... Ermin's soul is the source. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire...
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to...
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world. And Sumeru,
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that
Judging by your
sounds like you don't know much about—
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone—
I'm glad you see it that I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me any— But that's where we— So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different—
I refuse—
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the app. You're right, Nicole. There's more, but I don't think that your guidance can change my mind.
Do you wish to shake the—
No. I hope to remember them forever. Sure. It's not every day you get—
A long, long time ago, when the angel— Monotonous work, lukewarm relationship— Human emotions are often attached to a person. If Sumeru were destroyed, both both love and—
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But and still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish.
How much will you— I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in
Just cover my travel.
Huh?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry.
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry, hope we're not—
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called—
We still have some time before—
By the way, who are these two?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry.
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from—
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. So, I'm Dia, an air—
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. However, my associate here is probably—
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh.
Ventriloquist.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You encouraged me to report my dream.
I have many titles.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Well, we're a rather long-living—
Yep! And she's also an amazing—
You could say she's—
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. Just relax and—
Miss Nicole?
Yes, you may. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you? I can guide you to the truth. But I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people.
What's wrong with it? Even the
Well, if.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss.
closest friends. It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are
I am. When I was young, the Fatui convinced there were a lot of other kids. I can still remember the pain like it was anyway.
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What?
Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised.
The possibility crossed my mind when.
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the goddess of flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no.
Well, it is a very small fragment. And after the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been.
I don't know what to say.
Well, people value their autonomy very high.
I understand how you feel, Kale.
I get
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of her.
Let me guess. Because 2.
Thanks for helping to.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis.
Yeah. So about that dream I had.
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that the mother of dreams?
We won't, but I still don't understand.
Yes. Why indeed? I suspect it may be because of the firm. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra. All right. Any further questions from the.
Let's move out.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru?
Haven't you handled other big.
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things.
Kave's self-doubt.
Well, this confidence is.
Oh, Miss Nicole.
Oh,
Honestly, even though Kasaru are. So if they rate.
Who?
Myself and a few other scholars. Gosh.
Oh, well, if you insist.
Whoa.
Look at the level of the squirrel.
Kave? Kave, come here for a sec.
All right, but.
You call.
This squirrel stuff.
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say.
Oh, a hero? I suppose so.
I see. Well,
as a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those.
Then perhaps the statue represents the also on the subject of heroism. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned. Kave! Kave!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan.
What a pity. That young man
What a genius idea! Why didn't I?
Precisely. Then placed it to.
Yes! That's.
It'll be a masterpiece.
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it in this day of age,
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long... Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation.
Let's not...
Good idea.
Paimon! Thanks again for You're welcome! Oh, but I've learned a lot.
What's wrong?
Kale got a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers. And
that's what you're upset about?
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Why, we've not seen so many... closer inspection reveals many familiar faces.
You surmised correctly.
Ho, enormous, you say? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and... I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you...
Oh, this is hilarious. When did you three get locked up in here?
Why, you... Yes, I know, no need to shout. But didn't King Deshret seal you away?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask... Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are... It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all...
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. We come to you as for precisely what we need your help with. It's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
All right, stop arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth it. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final unless with the passage of time.
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if...
I think that...
I found it quite compelling myself.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar...
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. It's the answer. All things wax and wane with the current affairs are always fraught with You once described King Deshret as a proud man.
Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru... This is the most eventful day I have Are those three of the...
Turns out the statues were quite fit.
You three seem to be...
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless... Hello, Nef.
It's good to see.
Nice.
Should we maybe...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. Let's hold off on the introductions for now.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people...
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride.
Fair point.
And I must praise you for...
I'm sorry.
Why, your tremendous
General Ma...
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a
Every calamity throughout the ages has been...
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry. The Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still...
You can help us make history.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. Besides, I hear your reasons, but...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time...
This is by no means a threat. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have.
What do we think, my fellow?
Since you ask so...
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work.
We are sure.
If your minds are made up, Saint Chesapank.
Saint Binu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shetsbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that...
Al-Akmar is long gone.
You're awake? Good. We have...
Aru is the pride of...
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. A god with...
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind.
Huh? Can someone attest to this?
I ask the 3 kings.
Naturally, the Ibis...
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity.
Harishef, you die.
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and...
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around.
What are you trying to say? Is my...
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, to take this step is to bring the...
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless.
King Deshret's creation is...
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of... By the grace of His Majesty...
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Father. Father, Is it really you?
It's Jet's father, Jibriel! That's right!
I smell blood and sand on you.
You have to leave.
This meeting is a blessing from the god that the dead should meet the living is. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. He was trapped in the golden...
You've grown strong.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my... Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching...
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, although Aru was created by a god.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to...
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have all of us?
Vilify me no further. Using Aru's power, we shall install a unseen and unheard. From this
Amazing. And all this is...
With technology from... That for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This...
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality.
Why, yes. I've already...
I might have had some...
I could not agree.
As I thought. The so-called
What do you mean?
As men, as individuals, and Al-Ahmar once commanded me to select a king from among the people. So naturally...
Ugh. Can we talk about...
You think this is a mere story? Well, many would also... Little girl, it appears that you really have grown.
Oh, it's nothing. Getting all pissed at someone for telling the truth.
This alone is proof enough of your growth.
You think so?
You must be Sethos, the successor to the Temple of Silence. Hello.
Yep. That's me. Nefer, right? That's what I heard the others calling you. Judging by your outfit, I'm guessing you come from the desert too?
That's right. Started off in the desert, went to the rainforest, then went from there to Nodcry, where I work as an intel broker.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. You don't seem to talk about yourself all that much. Yet here you...
Maybe I'm...
I like making friends.
Which is why... I think you did...
Lure you...
An invitation.
To put down your luggage.
You're a more...
Since you're familiar, not to mention the...
Aha.
Do you hear that? Sounds like...
Huh. Classic.
Did you see her? She's a former Vahumana student.
How can you tell?
Some, but nothing telling. I'm basing it on the fact that she seems...
A sixth sense for liars after an...
Yep.
A little earlier.
She's meticulous.
Besides, what was it you said?
It's true.
Sure, but...
Don't worry. I have my...
I see.
You must be the ones tasked by the act.
That's right.
We've met before. This is Thoth.
I've only ever seen these two in the paintings in the temple. They show up.
No, only you enjoy playing.
I wouldn't go that
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary is the most capable minds in the
The artisans who built Aru for
I didn't know that. Well,
such brazen words.
No, that's not what he meant. Please don't mind him. He shares your sentiments,
I just think it's important.
Forgive my lack of courtesy. But we simply can't sacrifice. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but...
Naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays?
Exactly.
This is Aru's main...
We certainly will.
You may...
King Deshret always believed in you.
Is that true? No wonder human...
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps
He understands the art of perfunctory speech.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it. Everyone, please proceed with the external check.
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King.
What do you mean, came to life?
You did...
I've reviewed the proposal.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling...
You are the top scholars of your day.
Aru and the... I thought the Akasha was the...
And
You've read the instruction
An instruction manual?
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the... If the manual is to be believed.
What? But there are so few...
But this is something you could not possibly have known.
I'm from Vahumana?
Precisely. And a large part of I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, then she created the Jinn. Enlightened, it was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she so grieved was King Deshret by her. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru.
Well, if the two share a common
Unbelievable.
No, I do, but there's no time.
Perhaps you could try coming up with...
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day?
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike.
Still, if Aru is so powerful...
Because it was never fully completed. King Desh, in the beginning, his wish was to create something that what he desired, she bestowed. And thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and that monument. At that time, since we share an eternal covenant, remember, it is in the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of...
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and you could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sense...
This explains why Aru was both a prison and...
You have to be careful who you get in... Love is the same. All right, let us pause the story here. Who's in charge?
Yes.
Now then. Wisdom hides in the space by the power of King Deshret.
Where did this come?
It looks more like some...
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater... This is no ordinary mechanism. Whether you choose to increase or decrease...
Looks mechanical.
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is. Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some... I've sent it to your screen.
Got it. It's...
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh!
Let's start with this one. Looks like cultural information.
If so... Words thrown together merely for fun.
Well, as long as...
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now. Found some more.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information...
What if there are details?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues...
Yeah, there's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll... Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole
What about the artisans' records? What do
They're speculations, mostly. For instance...
Sounds like pure mythology.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths.
Even that got recorded? Okay.
Is that truly necessary?
No, the blueprint... I think that should just about do it.
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling, this cross between reality and the intangible. It's like drifting between life and death.
Chasing dreams?
What happens if...
That won't happen.
All right.
How's it going?
Well enough, I suppose. You know how it is. The work itself is only half the problem. The other...
I'm sure the feeling...
Has it? I just think that some people...
Agreed. Case in point, you didn't make
Old habits die hard.
Actually, this is for...
Naivete is another...
I had assumed that you both...
Definitely not.
As much as I'd love to be doing normal work for normal clients, these Titan projects are all that's on offer right now. Though I'm sure they wouldn't be roping us...
I'm sure you've prepared yourself mentally, but I still feel the need to advise you to lower your expectations.
I know!
Why don't you come help me with my forest patrols?
Good suggestion, but unfortunately, differences of opinion will always exist. Changing the nature of the work won't get rid of them.
For once, I actually agree. There is zero chance of us ever resolving our differences. Zero! But even so, the work must be done. Care for some coffee?
I'm glad to see you making progress.
Don't act so
I feel like even I've made some progress today.
Apologizing probably makes it sound like... How's Kale?
She's studying with Nicole.
I wouldn't worry.
I know what you mean.
Kale will be okay. Have faith in her. Even we can see how much more...
On her own?
Does it feel bittersweet?
No, not yet.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she will.
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate?
Woo!
Greetings.
Please be at ease.
Sounds like you...
Yes.
Speaking of me,
Wait a moment.
what is...
I tried calling out to a pet. This can only mean that she is focused.
All the gods just...
Are you aware of the history between her and... Then you are learned in... At the end of his life, the Dendro Dragon despised King Deshret, yet he outwitted her. Rather than bringing disaster to the land, he chose to the Dendro Dragon's stand, and so her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis.
Yep.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali, as much as she loathes the Seven.
Yeah, that's the sense
She is not incapable of all of this being said.
We'll keep that... Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with the Pep? For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. Just to be on the safe side, why don't we grab anyone who isn't busy right now and go look for her? I'm alright, Paimon. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you.
You always hide your kindness away.
You dare!
No. I'm...
Awake already?
I feel much...
Gods and their gratitude. If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you...
I understand what you require. Sumeru is my response.
A farcical notion.
And yet, maybe...
Then hold still.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep? Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places, the Dendro Dragon has decided to visit the mausoleum of King Deshret?
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from. Why do all the creatures of this world remain so lowly after all this time?
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. Booer, this is where we shall part ways.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from bothering me again.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad that she has no interest in any of this.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there. We made it. Huh? Wait. Uh-oh. I'm gonna... Well, that's a relief.
The Dendro Archon's familiars.
Huh? Wait, what are the R&R doing here? Don't you guys hate the desert?
Obviously I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here.
Oh, they seem...
Not just people. It's all these...
I can't believe you made... I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new traveler, Paimon. Awesome! Well... Okay, Hello, everyone. It's only us. It must be very tough for you coming all the way...
Everyone's here. Good.
Are you okay?
And you're forgetting who I... Oh, excuse...
I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. I can't thank you enough.
I can help too.
Up to no... Traveler, Paimon. I have other work...
No problem?
Thank you. There's one other thing. If you are to... There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel afraid, don't worry. Just call my name and I'll be there. Very well. Do not fear.
Useless.
Everyone's here.
Dendro Archon.
Are you recovered?
I'm doing very well. I see. I regret to be the bearer of bad news.
Alas.
What about non-traditional?
Are you saying...
Desperate times call for...
Squall Fury!
Hey! We're here!
It's here. The Aranara have good intuition.
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised if the...
Miss Nefer, as a professional...
Not one that I'm
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot.
I like the sound.
Given that you rarely set foot...
I take it you've read the
Yes. I also skimmed the
Any initial
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity... The Aranara saw 2 people talking. But currently we only have one...
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation.
There's no way it was a spur of... We need to smoke...
Sounds like you... I see.
So far, we still lack solid...
Then let's get closer to him to...
And you're certain?
I'm certain. Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my... I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had any direct contact with Sumeru mercenaries besides Jet.
Understood.
Excellent. Darker skin, scars. Nothing unusual about a coin. Interesting. Sorry to bother you. Has every...
Ma'am? What are you doing?
My friend and... And then...
Forgive me for asking, but...
Sure. She has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell.
I understand.
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your...
That would be amazing.
Hey, let's not worry about the money.
All right, thanks.
No need for that. I'm strong enough for both of us.
Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I could repay you. Guess it's...
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it...
I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help.
Oh, really?
We're in the antiques business.
Well, ma'am?
I'm all ears. But to...
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is...
Pure gold. That... It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so he's... Surely you have an existing business partner.
The shop I used to work with is...
I understand.
As it happens...
Sure.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
I certainly am.
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No,
This is the coin? Sadly, you won't...
Nicely done. Look.
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Here's what's... Southeast from here. Leeward's...
Great work.
Hers are quickly catching up. Looks like it's...
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be...
Fine.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought him...
Got it. Well...
Are you sure?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe...
Okay.
Really? You do know this is a stealth op...
Paimon, are you...
Well, Paimon at least went. Besides, being...
Fine. Join me if you want. But be...
No need!
Good. Then what are we waiting for?
Coming! Coming!
Behold! The wind rises. Behold! We're here. Now we wait.
Okay, yeah.
What's on your mind?
Huh?
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and...
What's that supposed to mean?
But never on your own. Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd have to listen.
Hat guy?
What?
When we were in Not Cry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared, and the more Paimon thought about it, the more... does that make any sense?
You asked the right person.
Oh.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is you have to make the decision to move forward. So ask yourself. Something's not right. Paimon, is it just me?
Should Paimon take...
We'll give it another hour.
Okay. How strange. What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up.
How would they know to...
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know. This...